Hi everyone, Aiden here with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install these Titan Chain V-Bar snow tire chains on our 2022 Ford F-150. Now the first thing you want to do is lay out the chains and make sure nothing's tangled up. These do have a habit of just getting kind of mixed together in the bag, so make sure everything's all laid out nice and even, and we can make sure that the actual V-Bar part of the tire chain is facing up. That'll go away from the tire. And this lever arm is outside towards the outside of the tire. Once all that's done, we can grab it in the middle and carefully drape it over the tire. While we do this, just try to make sure it stays even front to back, side to side. Right about there is looking pretty good. And we can go around back to make our first connection. Luckily, under the truck, there is decent room to work here. So I kind of work my way underneath towards you. You'll see this end has some free links. If I can get my glove out of the way, there we go. And then the end by me has a hook. We want to hook these together. We don't necessarily have to go to the very end link right there. I'm going to actually go to the second one. And it's a good idea to do this in your driveway once or twice just to get a feel for it. We can go around front now to make our next connection. And doing this in your driveway will let you know what's going to be the right fit for your tire, which one of these links is the best to go to. For now, I'm going to go for the second one here. And you want to feed that lever arm through the link, fold it back, and hook it to the link back here. Now, this feels a bit loose to me. You want to feel some tension as you fold that arm back. So I'm going to, if I can get this fed out, I'm going to go to that third link. And if you need to, you can always run to the back and tighten things up back there too. I think we're going to be fine though. Right here, I can feel a good amount of tension on that arm, but still movable by hand. And at this point, things are feeling pretty good. I always recommend adding a rubber tensioner though. These aren't included in the kit, but we always recommend them because they provide a more constant source of tension on the tire chain, just extra security to make sure you're driving safely in those harsh weather conditions. And when you apply this, just do it relatively evenly back and forth in a star-shaped pattern. And if you want to pick these up, you can always scroll down to the related parts on the web page to find it. And right there is looking pretty good. Once we've got both sides installed, drive over them a few times and just make sure that nothing comes loose or readjusts. Come out, check them. If you need to make adjustments, do that. Otherwise, you're good to hit the road. And like I mentioned before, these are a V-bar style chain. You can see that on the links here with these V's. These are going to be really aggressive chains, and it's going to be good for biting into deeper ice. They are good for deep snow too, but if you're in an area that has a lot of ice, this would be my pick. Now, these are going to be a bumpier ride because of that, and paired with the fact that they're a ladder pattern style, they aren't going to be the smoothest ride, but again, if you're in harsh conditions, you're not necessarily concerned about that. It's more about getting out of those conditions. The ladder pattern is going to also be good for starts and stops, so it'll help you in those situations too. It comes with a canvas bag. I'll grab that right now. And that's not my favorite because these things have a tendency to rip, especially with the V-bar style chains. These don't last a whole long time, so I'd recommend just getting a plastic tote to store them in. It's going to be water resistant that way and just last longer over time. But either way, I think this is going to be a good chain. If you don't need that aggressive bite, go with something that's just a standard twist link. Those will be good in snow too, but they're not as aggressive and not as intense, just a better ride quality overall. Otherwise, that'll do it for our look at the Titan Chain V-Bar snow tire chains. Thanks for watching.